Hello everybody, my name is Elle. Welcome. I'm very excited because today I am collabing with Angelica Nyqvist. She is amazing. I love her and her channel so much, and we are going to attempt to do our own versions of each other's looks. So she chose a look of mine and I chose a look of hers to do my own spin on. So the look that I chose is this look. I will insert a picture here so you guys can get a closer look at what I will be doing. It's a green and blue and purple, very colorful eye look. Angelica does so many beautiful, colorful looks. I get so inspired by her and the combinations she comes up with, and I wanted to do something that I haven't done before, and I have not done anything like this. It's a green lid, and blue and purple lower lash line, and a green in the waterline. So she used an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution, which I don't have. The only thing I have that she used is the same green eyeliner from ColourPop, so I will be putting that in my waterline. But I thought I would do an electric palette version of this look because the electric palette has greens and blues and purples. So I thought I would do that. And I also really love the bright inner corner she chose. I've been loving that a lot lately, and I know she loves that too. So I thought this would be a really fun look to do my own spin on. All right, so I'm just gonna get started with the eyeshadow. I already have my base makeup on. I mixed together like 7 different things, and I put my brows on, and I primed my eyes and set it with a Makeup Geek eyeshadow just to get that all out of the way, all the boring stuff. Everything will be linked down below, but I just used the Makeup Geek Shadow Mirage to set my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So I'm very excited to do this. I've been waiting to do this for like a week now. I was waiting for the right time to do it. And funny story. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with some transition shades first while I tell you guys this story. I have this custom Z palette. I started rearranging it, so it's mostly Makeup Geek, but I have some NYX shadows in here now, Anastasia, some big Stila shadow. I just wanted to play with some different colors and maybe get inspired by some of the singles I have, and I don't have a lot of them. So I did watch Angelica's tutorial on this look, which I'll also have linked down below. I will have her channel, of course, linked down below, but I will link her tutorial for this look in my description box as well. But we apply makeup differently, and she did some different steps and things that I wouldn't do. So I'm largely taking inspiration, and I'm gonna recreate this the way that I would do it for my eye shape because we have very different eye shapes. So I'm gonna take this eyeshadow right here from Makeup Geek. This is Desert Sands. I love like mustardy, yellow, brown shades in the crease with a green eyeshadow. So I'm gonna do that first. But as I was saying, I had a plan. Today is Friday, the first Friday in February, which happens to be a holiday at the university I work for. It's like intended to be like a staff faculty holiday, not really a student holiday, but students get the day off school too, obviously, if there's nobody there to teach them. So I was really looking forward to this because it's a day off, but also because normally when there's a holiday, the daycare is closed. So William stays home with me, so I don't really get a lot of time alone. He can go to daycare and I can stay home, and I can basically spend my day filming, which is great. And I can usually pre-film a couple of things, and that usually helps me a lot throughout the next couple of weeks. And so I was really looking forward to that. So my son hadn't been feeling great lately. I just dipped a little bit into the shade Chickadee. So anyway, my son hadn't been feeling great lately, but he wasn't sick. He just had a cough, which a lot of the kids at daycare have a cough because it's kind of impossible to get rid of it and keep it gone because germs spread like crazy. Anyway, so I was really looking forward to a nice, you know, relaxing day where I could just sort of do what I wanted and not have to worry about anything else, which would be nice because I haven't had one of those days in a while. So needless to say, of course the daycare called and said that William was sick and he had to be picked up. So I have to do this a little bit quicker than I would normally want to do. I was planning to really take my time and relax, and nope, no such luck, but oh well, that's how it is. They called because he had thrown up, but he wasn't actually sick, but he's perfectly fine because he coughs so much that he ends up gagging and spitting up a little bit, but their policy is like anytime that happens, the kid has to go home. So that sucks because he's not sick, he's fine. He was laughing and joking and, you know, you know when your kid is sick, and he was just not sick, so a little annoyed, but anyway, he's fine. My partner, his father, is with him right now, hanging out, watching George, because I literally had just sat down. I was all ready. I had just turned on the camera. I was like, hi everybody, and then everything changed. So I'm mixing the two green shades together here for my lid shade, Freak and Thrash. It's not the same as Angelica's. Her lid shade looks more like this Makeup Geek shade, but I like the idea of using the Naked palette. This is definitely not the Naked palette, the Electric palette for this. So just going back and forth and layering between the shadows. And I'm using it dry. I know a lot of times I use shadows wet with Fix Plus, but in this case I'm using it dry. So I wanted to talk about Angelica because she is such a great person. It's kind of rare sometimes in the beauty communities to come across people who are just really nice. It's interesting being a watcher as well as someone who creates content, because you get to see a couple of different perspectives of what goes on, and you get to see how people interact with each other, not just people who watch, but people who create content. And some people just aren't very nice. We'll just leave it at that. But Angelica is so nice, and honestly I was so terrified of her for the longest time because she's gorgeous and she's talented and she's so smart and funny, and whenever I come across people like that, I always just think like there's no way they would ever want to talk to me, because I am the opposite of all of those things. Okay, I know I have to stop being so like negative about myself, but that's just where I go. And I just am so grateful that Angelica has taken the time to like talk to me and, you know, include me and stuff. It's been really cool to feel included. She's one of a kind. I'm very glad that I'm getting to know her better, and I'm really glad that we are collabing together. And part of it is because people recommended this. There were some people in my comments and in her comments who were saying we should collab, and then we got to chatting about what we could do, and that's when we came up with this idea of recreating each other's looks. And it was it's really cool. I think people kind of underestimate the impact they have as a viewer when they suggest stuff like this, because sometimes the people you watch might not watch each other, or, you know, they might just be better friends with other people and they just don't think about doing a collab with somebody, or maybe they think, you know, the same way I do, like, oh, that person wouldn't like me, or, you know, maybe we wouldn't get along, or whatever it is. But in most cases, you know, especially in the beauty community, we have the core thing in common. We love makeup. So that's really cool, and it's a really good bonding thing between people, even if you don't have other things in common. Although I think Angelica and I do have a few things in common, actually, which is really cool. I always love meeting new people, and I just want to stress to people watching that if you like certain YouTubers, if you have ideas for things they could do, if you think that they could collab well together, like, tell them, because it might just happen. I mean, be realistic with your expectations, but, you know, tell them, because you lose nothing by suggesting something. And if you have an idea, even just for a video for someone to do, like, leave it for them. It might not be able to happen, so understand that part, but you might really help inspire them. And it's I've been inspired by a lot of people who have suggested videos for me. So I'm mixing a lot of these shades together. I mixed the two blues together first, and then I'm mixing these purple shades together as well. I like this a lot. This is really fun. I would never have thought to pair these colors together. Despite all the times I've used the Electric palette, I never would have thought to do this sort of color combo without Angelica's inspiration. So that's really cool. I love tutorials for that reason, for seeing all these different combinations of colors and placements that I might not have thought of on my own. And sometimes the way somebody does something inspires me to do something completely different, but it's because of their original idea that I go, oh, you know what? They did this, but what if they had done this instead? And then I go, oh, wow. And it just continues. It's so exciting. I love makeup so much. It's just so much fun. So I've been blending the purple and the blue together. I put a little bit more purple than Angelica did. And I'm trying to blend everything. I'm trying to keep the green on my lid and the purple below. But it's a little hard because I keep wanting to blend like up. And I'm trying to keep it low. Keep it low. I have a problem sometimes with restraining myself when I do makeup. And sometimes instead of just being like, this is good, I go, but let's do more. And sometimes less is more. And I'm trying to really keep to that. So I'm just blending the blue and the purple together. Just trying to create that pretty little gradient. I love the electric palette because it does work so well together. I'm so sad that it doesn't exist anymore, or they discontinued it. I don't know if it's still on their website or not, but it's such a poor decision, in my opinion, like on Urban Decay's part, to have gotten rid of this palette, because it's such a good bunch of colors that just don't exist right now. You know, so many brands are coming out with their neutral palettes, which is fine, which is, you know, it's gonna keep happening because people love their neutrals, but like I want more, I want different. I get so tired of the same things all the time, and that's really cool with Angelica, is that she doesn't do the same things all the time. She takes chances, she takes risks. You know, we very much agree that makeup doesn't have to be pretty. I've heard that even from big influencers where they talk about makeup being pretty, and that's why they do like the same like bronzy smoky eye and a nude lip, because it's pretty. And as pretty as it is, I want to see people do something different. I kind of like where this is right now. Kind of like what this is. I want to, like I said, tone it down a little bit and not go so crazy. For my inner corner, I'm going to use Glass Slipper from NYX, which is a very pretty iridescent green. There's quite a few things that are actually quite similar to this. So this is a swatch of that shadow to give you an idea of what's going in my inner corner. But you could definitely use a few different things. The green from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette would definitely work. Even if you used the Anastasia Moonchild palette, if you had that, there are quite a few options. If you don't have anything like this and you've been looking for like an individual shade, I would recommend Glass Slipper. I've been using it for a couple of days now since I sort of rediscovered it when I was doing my IMATS rehaul. I've been just popping it in the inner corner. Now I am going to add some Fix Plus to this because I want it to be really, really bright. Yeah, I love a good bright inner corner shade. Brushes like this are really helpful for inner corner shades if you want to do it more dramatically. Like, I'm definitely emphasizing the inner corners. It's intentional. It's a look. I keep saying that. I don't know where I heard that from. Somebody kept saying something about that with colorful eyeshadow. They're like, oh, it's a look. I'm like, yes, it is. Anyway, brushes like this work really well for the inner corner. So let me show you exactly what I mean. So this is a very expensive brush. This is from Hourglass. I like this because it's rounded. It's not tapered like other brushes. It's very, very round, but it's very soft. And I've heard these brushes being described before as like a finger brush. So it's like the same, it's like if you use your finger. Now I have long nails, so I can't use my finger for applying stuff like that. It could definitely work if you have no nails. You could just use your finger, use the tools you got. But if you were looking for an actual brush to apply product, this is what I found works the best for me. It's not too much pressure on your eye. It's just a really good size for my eye, and I can stamp it in if I wanted to concentrate it more in the inner corner, but I can also bring it up a little bit more. So I'm really going to town with this because I can't stop using it. It's so pretty. I love this. Thank you, Angelica, for the inspiration, because I'm so inspired right now. I'm going to mascara and lash. Oh, I have to do the waterline. Okay, I'll mascara first anyway. Benefit Roller Lash. I'm wearing false eyelashes with this look, so I'm not too crazy about the mascara, although Roller Lash is my favorite. This is just a little baby of it. Mostly I just want my lashes to be black so that they blend in better with the falsies. So I have the ColourPop eyeliner in Teaspoon, which is the same eyeliner Angelica used. It's a very beautiful green. So I'm gonna put that in my waterline. Why does your mouth open whenever you put products under your eye? I love ColourPop products in general. I wish they were easier to get in Canada. I wish that Sephora would sell more of them. I don't know if they're even still selling like new products because they just sold them over the holiday time. I would definitely buy more ColourPop eyeliners if it was practical to do so, because I really want some more colorful eyeliners. This is so fun. I have to do this more often. So the lashes that Angelica used were the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, and I don't have those, but I'm going to use a pair that looks somewhat similar. I have to wear this again. I was going to film my inventory after I did this look, and now I can't. But I will get to it. I have to do my inventory. I don't have the same lip color that Angelica used, but I chose something similar, which is Noble from Kat Von D. This is a lipstick I love pairing with greens because there's a little bit of yellow in that peachiness, so it works well together. You wouldn't necessarily think it at first, but yellows and greens are so complementary. So I might add some gloss to this because her lip was a little bit glossy, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm waiting for the lash glue to get a little bit tacky. I like to wait till the very last second. I live on the edge. But I need blush and highlighter. Of course I do. I wonder if I could use that NYX shadow as a highlighter. Now I have to try it. Okay. I really want to try the Makeup Revolution products that Angelica was using because they look so cool. Okay. Alright. It's working. I was sort of thinking of trying to use the silver as a face highlight from the Electric palette. I don't know what I was thinking. I think this works better. The blush I'm thinking about using, I think I want to go with an e.l.f. one. I have an idea in mind. I'm going to grab that in a second, but I'm going to try and put my lashes on first. I hate lashes like this sometimes because they are lashes that are short on the inner and outer, and so sometimes I don't know which one is supposed to go on which eye. I got more green eyeshadow on my eyelashes than I thought I did, so I'm gonna definitely have to go in with more mascara, but that's cool. I like these lashes. They do look very similar to the Iconic lashes. I can't even remember the style of them right now. Just looking at it now, I feel like I totally put the lashes on the wrong way, but you know what? I'm gonna make it work. I like it anyway. Alright, so lash was gonna dry. I gotta find that e.l.f. blush. I think I know where it is. I have to add more mascara once this dries too, but this is the blush I was talking about. This is the Matte Blush Duo in Rosy Flush. So I think that I can mix these together. I ordered a blush palette from Juvia's Place like a week or so ago. I'm hoping it gets to me soon. I ordered the deeper one because I really wanted to use it to play with more dramatic blush styles. So excited. I also ordered a Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette and I'm dying to try it. I've heard so many good things. People keep recommending the palettes to me and telling me how much I would love them, and I couldn't wait any longer. I ordered one. I'm sure I'm gonna get hit with like tons of custom duties, whatever, extra fees, but I'm sure it'll be worth it, so. Upcoming purchases. I ordered a couple of things. I can't stop buying makeup. No, I can. I'm exaggerating. I just wanted some different things than I already had, so. Trying to be smart. So far, so good. It's only February, I know, but gotta keep telling myself that. I love this peachy color. I love weird blush colors. All right, I think I need a little bit of black eyeliner, like I said, and some mascara. Okay, so let's do the mascara first. Accidentally putting the lashes on the wrong way took this to a different place, and I love it. I like to put a little black liner in between where the lashes stop and my inner corner, just because it tends to make things like flow a little better, and I don't tend to wear a lot of eyeliner these days, so really thinking about doing gloss. Okay, Why not? Let's do gloss. And then we'll call it a day. I'm gonna use this gloss from Dior called Mirrored. And let's do wig. And here we have the completed look. Anyway, so this was a fairly simple but bold and yes, pretty look. You don't need a whole lot of shadows if you want to recreate this. A blue, a purple, a green, and even an orange would work if you didn't have like a mustardy shade. So if you have something like the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, there's definitely shades in there you could use in your crease paired with green and with the blue and the purple and some sort of iridescent inner corner. It doesn't have to be green, it could be anything you have, including the highlighters you would use on your face. You can definitely use those as an inner corner or brow bone highlight. I did not choose to do a brow bone highlight with this look because I just like the way that it turned out as it is. And I'm very, very happy and very, very inspired and very grateful to Angelica for wanting to do this with me. I'm very excited to see her video, and I hope you guys will check out her channel and her video, her recreation of my look as well. Thank you so, so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns down below. I will do my best to respond to you as quickly as I possibly can. Thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.